Do you struggle with just a mental peace in your mind when you try to pray? So today's devotion I thought was really interesting because I am somebody who, just like anyone else, has a lot of things on my mind. But when I go to prayer, I don't necessarily feel a struggle to pray. But today's devotion was all about struggling to pray. And it got me thinking, wow, is that really a struggle? And I thought back to one of my coaching clients that I worked with years ago. And I remember that she told me she really struggled to pray. And as I was sitting down, just wrestling with this word from today's devotions and asking God what he wanted to show me and reveal, it was really fascinating because it was a great reminder that, again, the way in which the mental clutter of the world shows up in our lives is different for us all. And so for me, it might not stop me from praying, but it does often, or it has often, stopped me from resting in God's peace. And I think both things, regardless of if you're struggling to pray, or if you're like me and the mental, mind race has you struggling to operate from a place of peace, both of those rob you of the same thing, right? Which is God's peace. And so I just wanted to come here and speak to just this gift of the secret place. And so that's what the scripture, was pulling from Matthew 6:6. And it said, when you pray, go into your room, close the door and pray to your Father who sees what is done in secret. And it talks about how, we take care to select a specific place for prayer, but when we get there, the plague of flies begin. Thoughts about all the things we have to do go buzzing about our minds, but close the door, Jesus says. To enter a secret place is to deliberately close the door on emotions and anxieties and open the door to God. God sees us in the secret place. He does not see us as other people see us, nor as we see ourselves. When we live in the secret place, it becomes impossible for us to doubt him. We become more and more certain of him than anything else. Even in the hustle and bustle of daily life, you will always find God when you enter that secret place, no matter where you're at. And I just thought that this was a reminder for me around intentionality, right? Because what God's been teaching me when I find myself in worry and overwhelm and anxiety, which is those running, thoughts in the mind, is God says, just ask me for my peace. And if you just take a moment to center and say, Lord, reveal yourself. God, I want your presence. God will show up. God will. And sometimes it looks like radical peace and a slowing down of the mental thoughts. Other times the mental thoughts are still running, but you feel slightly different. So just trust that.